the UK and Ireland are currently going to be experiencing some severe thunderstorms as they move across the regions. As you can see here on the UKV, we have a massive squall line that was meant to move in at around 6 o'clock, although currently, if we look on the net weather radar, if I can find it, that squall has only just started to move in, although there's quite a bit of lightning embedded in it. Especially this one here, this storm's completely taken off. Now, there is in fact a tornado risk for today, which is very interesting. So as you can see here, we got this supercell composite parameter. If we keep going, it shows just how much there is there. For February, this is pretty unusual. As that moves into the UK, there's also some very, very good risks up north. This is on the Swiss 4x4, I think. Never mind, no, this is the Swiss 4x4. So again, very similar. Very high risk up near, I think it's near Scotland. Or that might be in Scotland, I'm not 100% sure. Bright green. But again, all the models are showing a very similar pattern. Essentially this big low pressure system moving in across Ireland, Northern Ireland, and then across UK, Wales, Scotland. And yeah, up north here is where we're going to have the best, or the most significant risk for some potential tornadoes. But this storm here has completely exploded as it's moved into islands. This is going to be a very interesting situation as this continues onwards. We also have some very decent thunderstorms down here, but yeah, altogether just a big convective line. Here, if we go on to significance tornado parameter, you can see again across Ireland some very decent risks. Again, especially for February. But as you can see again as it goes over here, north parts of the UK. As you can see, stuff is popping off in Ireland. We've got some very decent stuff though going on. It's the best storms of the year so far, I'm pretty sure. Now, something that's quite interesting is that there have been some unforecasted thunderstorms, shall I say. So there's a bunch of lightning that was kind of happening around here, but up here around Cardiff, Newport, Chepstow kind of area, there was a thunderstorm that was going on quite early in the morning, which is pretty decent. But again, most of the stuff is going on around here. These two are the ones I'm very interested in because they could have embedded supercells in the line. But yeah, Handry Outlook has issued a convective outlook. As you can see, there's a massive enhanced risk. I think that's the first of this year. There's multiple severe outlooks. There's a severe wind outlook, severe rain, and a tornado outlook. As you can see, there's definitely some stuff going on. And then down here in the north of England, it's a big slight risk with a tornado risk as well. Got one here now near Galway. This might be a new part of that system that was forming. In terms of cape values, you've got some decent cape here, a huge area, which gets really intense in this area here, over the Isle of Man, I think that is. And then it kind of weakens out as we go into the night. The UKV is forecasting some very severe stuff across Ireland. And then later on, across the UK, you've got that band of rain that's going to come across this area. It looks like there could be definitely some lightning, maybe a tornado. And then that's basically it after that moves off. If we look on the Windy app, you can see, this entire, sort of convective line. But most of it does not have lightning. We only really have a few really heavy embedded bits, a bit like this one, that are producing lightning. Same with this area, which has been a long-lived, very intense thunderstorm. Sort of this area here, this one, and maybe some of the heavier bits up here. But mainly the more concentrated areas. If we go on satellite, you can see there's some pretty high cloud tops, especially along here. And yeah, you can see just some very, very decent stuff. it sort of just tapers into this sort of tail end area, quite typical of a kind of squall line. You've got sort of the main thicker area around here. And it's completely cloudless after that. It's incredible stuff. If we go to low level shear, you can see there's some very decent amounts. Again, mostly across this area. This is for 10 a.m. though. So there was definitely some good amounts in Ireland. And then all of this then basically moves off into the night. But basically, to summarise this, we have a bunch of decent thunderstorms entering Ireland. We're going to have some stuff across north parts of the UK, maybe Scotland, definitely across Northern Ireland. And yeah, they're going to be pretty intense in terms of rain. There'll be maybe some good lightning. We're going to see how these lightning storms progress. And then there's also a chance of a small isolated tornado or two. But main houses are going to be flash flooding from heavy rain, some lightning, strong winds, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's always a chance for a tornado. So definitely keep an eye on the weather today if you're in Ireland or north parts of the UK or Northern Ireland. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Consider liking, subscribing and commenting on this video as it really helps the channel out. And with that said, I'll see you on the next one.